Dealing with the loss of a loved one can be very, very emotionally draining. And as someone who has recently just lost a really close friend who I looked at as a brother, and who has lost their god sister in the past 6 months, and who has lost their ex-boyfriend in the past year, 2 years, I am here to say, those people that we've lost, we didn't lose them. They're with us forever now. Literally. Okay? So, when my ex passed away, I kept seeing his birthday. I kept seeing synchronicities. Let me know. Comment down below if you've experienced this. If you've ever lost someone, a family member, a friend, an ex-lover, an ex-partner, a brother, a sister, a mother. And as someone who has lost many people in my life at a very young age, and I'm still not even 30 yet, and I've lost, I can't even count. I've lost so many people that I was close to. And I've come to the realization that we don't necessarily need to be attached to people in life. People are in our lives for a reason and for a season. And as someone who grew up in a Christian church, in a Christian religion, in a Christian family, they always taught us that we cannot become attached to this world. We are not of the world. We are in the world, but not of it. So we're not from it. English is very funny. Of and from go hand in hand. So I say all that to say, we have to remember what we're here for. We are here to heal, evolve, and love. As I said in my other video, go watch that video. We are here to heal, evolve, and love. And those who have passed on that we might have been attached to, or we might be very shocked or not necessarily understanding, right? We're not understanding why. God, why? Because I've asked these questions. I lost my mother at 4 years of age. Okay? I've been in a lot of traumatic situations, as many of us have, who we've seen our friends, our family, strangers die in tragic incidents. Maybe they had a disease, they had cancer, they had some sort of disorder or disease within their body, and it led them to astray away from this 3D realm and to evolve and accelerate into another world. And many of us can say, oh, their time was cut short. Their time here was not cut short. They fulfilled their purpose. And that is sometimes hard for me to accept. They agree. That is sometimes hard for me to accept, because I always want to think that people who die young, especially, and I've, in the past 2 years, like, I've lost so many people and they're so young. And it's crazy to me. And I'm like, we grew up together. Like, I'm not even 30 yet. Okay? And people think we're in our, like, teens and 20s. Life is a bigger purpose. Like, we can't get too attached to people, to ideologies. We can't get too attached to this reality. Because what happens is, when you get attached, that's when you really, really, really go down in a deep hole of depression, hurt, pain, anxiety, because you start having these thoughts, and these thoughts form into your reality. Okay? So that's why I emphasize so much on knowledge, and emphasize so much, thank you, the power of you creating your world. Because I can sit here and literally be depressed and be like, I lost someone that I thought I was going to marry. I lost my god sister. I lost my brother from another. But what does that do for me? I know that they're in better places. They fulfilled their destiny here in this world. They fulfilled their purpose here in this world. So for me to sit here and be selfish, because eventually we have to come to the realization that they just wanted to ascend. Okay? They just wanted to ascend, and they were on a different level. The people that we lost, they're on a different level. No one had really understood why my mom passed, and she was only 28 when she died, so I was 4. Okay? So I'm 29. Just turned 29 last week. So we have to understand there's reasons for everything in life. There is no such thing as a coincidence. No such thing. Everything happens in divine timing. Everything happens as it should. Everything happens as it would or not. You are the one who creates your reality. I can sit here and be sad, depressed, mopey, mad, angry. But for what? But for why? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? When I know that we are all here for a bigger purpose than to sit around and get sad when someone passes on. We have to detach ourselves from this human experience. We have to realize that we are all each other. We are all one. So, interesting point that I'm going to make right now. I've been here before. I have a birthmark. I just don't know my past life. I don't know my past lives. Another fun fact. When you post a sentimental post on someone who passed away, for instance, follow my Instagram. I just posted my brother from another. We're not blood related. I just considered him my brother, my play brother. And as I'm posting him on his birthday, because he was born on May 11th, 1994, and I posted his birthday post on my Instagram, sending condolences and giving my love, showing my love, for him on his birthday, that he's gone and rest in peace. Nearly everyone on that comment, it's about 12 comments, nearly everyone on that comment said, "Happy birthday, brother." Now, I felt that. I felt that to a degree where I believe I'm him. So I basically took on all the energies that they're sending him, my deceased friend, brother. I took on the energies and I accepted it. Confirmation, thank you. I accepted it as my own. Now, what we have to understand is a lot of this will go over our head and we don't want to accept this. But as someone who has lost, thank you, the first person I've lost was my own mother. And it just so happened to be Mother's Day. And then my birthday is on Mexican Mother's Day. And then Mother's Day is like 2 days, confirmation. 2 days after 2 days after my birthday is Mother's Day. So it's all these things. And like I say, there's no such thing as coincidences in life. No such thing. They want you to believe that, but no. And as someone who takes on all the energies of my deceased play brother, I realize we are all one. We are all each other, living out in this world on different perspectives, different languages, different cultures, different environments. We are all one. We are all one. In this busy, crazy world, we are all one. We are all each other. And I accepted those energies that they gave to tell him happy birthday. And I accepted it because I know that he's living within me. He's living within you, and you don't even know him. And that's the thing we have to really understand. And this is why, I'm getting back on YouTube. I want to really share the things that I share because it's the truth. And the truth isn't really what's going to get promoted. The truth isn't really what's going to get attention. The truth isn't really what's going to get the people informed on what's really important. But the truth needs to be heard. The truth needs to be seen. The truth needs to be akin to you and me. We need to be akin to it. We need to have the knowledge and wisdom to know that this is the real, raw truth. Our loved ones want us to be happy. Wouldn't you want yourself to be happy? When people pass on, we have to appreciate what they've done here during their time. So I sat here and I wrote a message and I said, I really appreciate everything. Like everything that I've learned, the love we shared, the information, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, the fun times, the good times. Let's accept that and really understand everything in life is temporary. And the people that have passed on, we have to understand too that they're moving on to bigger and better things, other levels of dimensions of living wherever their heart desires. That's why I always speak on, you will always get what your heart desires. You will always get, the universe always gives you what you truly desire. When you desire a world full of peace, light, love, an ambiance of freshness, newness, rejuvenated energy, you have to know, thank you, you have to know this is for you. This is meant for you. This message is meant to find you, and find you in a place where you are able to accept it. Because many people aren't ready to hear this message. Many people aren't ready to humble themselves and realize, let's stop being selfish and let these people move on in their lifetimes, in their life, in their dimensions. We have to let go of attaching. We have to let go of holding on to the past. We have to let go of holding on to things that are no longer here. You have to detach. You have to remove yourself. You have to realize everything is temporary. You have a day, I have a day, they have a day. We all have days that are confirmed for us. Thank you, confirmation. That are confirmed for us. And when we step back and relax and realize, you have to know, you have to live each day as if tomorrow is not going to come. Silence is powerful. You have to live each day as if tomorrow is not going to come. Many of us don't do that. We get, oh, it's not guaranteed. We get caught up, right? We think, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. Everything's going to be all right. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the store. I have to run some errands. I'm going to meet with my friend. I'm going to go to my family reunion. Life doesn't happen that way. It's very unpredictable. We never know our time. We never know our destiny. They say fate. But I believe in faith, because faith without works is dead. So with that being said, I want to have faith that I am impacting and spreading a message for those who need to see it and hear it, because this is a sensitive topic. I've lost many people in my life, and as someone who is very sensitive, very emotional, and sometimes triggered, I'm human, sometimes triggered by the thought and even the action of people being lost or removed out of my life. I've come to the realization, because I was so young, losing my mother at 4 years of age, and growing up, it was just year after year, just losing people. It was like you become numb, just like this Gen Z generation. They're becoming numb after CVID, right? Losing all the people that they lost in their lifetime, and they're so young. When you're young and you lose people at that very young age, doesn't matter if you're old or young, but really for the younger people, the younger generation, when you lose people, it desensitizes you so much to the point where you just start to not care. You just start to appreciate them for the time that they were here, and realize that they're in a better position in life. They're no longer suffering. They're no longer having to worry about bills and paying rent and the hustle and bustle of life. They moved on. They're in better places, seeing many faces, and also leveling up their personal development of how their souls want to evolve in their span of life. That's what I believe. So it is hard. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, that person died, okay, next day. No, I cry nearly every day on losing my loved ones. It is beautiful to cry. That shows you have emotions and feelings. That shows that you can feel that this is real. That's their soul and their spirit living within you, living within their family, living within the generations. Thank you. Living within us all. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to be happy that they have moved on. We have to be happy that they have accelerated. We have to be happy that they are no longer here suffering, and that they have moved on and evolved in their lifespan. All we can really do is be grateful and have gratitude and be thankful that they got to share their experience along our journey. And that's all I'm thankful for. I'm very thankful. I used to be very ungrateful and very not thankful, because I said, God, why? Why would you take someone that I love so dearly? I love this person so dearly, and you took them away. Now, that is the person who was not taking accountability. Because if we're realistic with ourselves, we already know that everyone has a time and place or a day. Nothing is guaranteed. We can wake up tomorrow and not wake up tomorrow. You get my drift. You get what I'm saying. We have to appreciate life. Life is very unpredictable. We never know our time. No one knows the time or day. So appreciate the now. Be present in the moment. I've said this in my It's Getting Repetitive video. Watch that video. No one knows the time or day that we are to leave this earth. And for all I'm concerned, every single person that I've lost, I see them all the time, every day. I'm like, dang, can you move on? And eventually they do. Eventually they do. When I was mourning the loss of my mother and I was only 4 years of age, seeing her in the casket, seeing her dead, I'm only 4. I don't know much about life and losing people and all these things. But as I started to mourn her, the loss of her, and be very sad and depressed, I went through that stage about 4, 5, 6. Around 7, I was like, okay, I accepted it. So once you accept it, then they get to move on, because they kind of stay here. It's like a dense energy. And I'm 29 years old. I'm speaking from experience. I was 4. Okay. And it took me 3 years. And it's crazy because I'm a life path 3. It took me 3 years to move on from mourning my mother, her death. I was 4 years old. I was 7 when I realized I had to let go and let God. That's why they say, let go, let God. You have to let go, because once you let go, they're able to move on. They're still here. When you're mourning and holding on and attaching to them, they're still here. So you have to let go. Let go. Let go of them. Let them move on. And me learning that at a young age, I realized as I started losing people year after year after year, month after month, started losing people that I knew, maybe not as close to me, but just still losing people that I've known in my lifetime, I realized, okay, this is a part of life. Like, Ashley, you have a day too where you're going to go. And then people are going to be at your funeral and mourning you, mourning the loss of Fitness by Janae. And I'm not manifesting that to happen, but I mean, I'm not going to be here 1,000 years old. Like, let's be honest, right? Understanding that this is a mental health issue. If you are so attached to humans that when they die, you go into a deep down suicidal depression, that's not good at all. You have to realize you cannot be attached to humans. Confirmation. You cannot be attached to people. You cannot be attached to others who have passed on. You have to release them. Of course you mourn. Of course you have your moments of sadness and grief. You go through those stages healthily. But you have to still move on and move forward and realize that they're always with you. They're never going away. We're all each other. We're all one. So it brings me comfort as someone who lives alone. It brings me so much comfort to know that all of my loved ones that have passed on in my lifetime, especially ones that were closest to me, I can count. I'm running out of hands. Okay? So many people that I've lost, and I'm not even 30. I still have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I at least want to live to 100. I at least want to live to 100, a century. That's something that I strive for in this lifetime, and I believe that will happen. But as someone who's lived many lives and has seen many things, traveled around the world, seen many faces and places, I can say this much. We have to detach. I'm getting confirmations like left and right. We have to detach. When we detach, God knows our heart. He will send angels. I literally see all my deceased loved ones. I see them all the time. I feel them. I hear them. I smell them. I'm like, dang, so-and-so used to have that scent, like that cologne or something. It's crazy. I see numbers, synchronicities, their birthdays, music. Another confirmation. And I really hope that this video opens up a door, shines the light to you knowing who you are as a human being here, having a human experience as a spiritual being. But in a sense, we are still human, right? Because we're in this reality. And we have to know and realize we are all each other. We are all one. So when we lose people that are close to us, all they do is walk along with us on our journey here. They're with us in spirit. Okay? This reality isn't even real. We're just here temporarily. You think 100 years is a long time? In the span of eternity, 100 years is minuscule. So the people that come into our lives, our soul teachers, our spirit guides, our ancestors, our angels, our descendants, we have to understand it's all for a reason and for a season. So nothing in life is permanent. Everything is temporary. We all have a death date. We all have a day that we're going to leave this realm. Once we accept that and accept our truth and let people go and stop being so attached to the fact of being selfish and realizing that we're being selfish, we cannot be selfish. We have to let our loved ones evolve and move forward in their lifespan here in eternity. Love yourself. Love those who you truly, dearly love. Embrace them. Always remind them how much you love them, because everyone has a time, right? We never know. So always treat people in your encounters as if it's your last, because you never know when it might be, right? And with that being said, I've just reading so many confirmations and affirmations from the universe, from nature during this video, and this is a very sensitive video, and I'd like to thank you so much for staying and watching the whole entire thing. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe for more real raw truth. Here in Fitness by Janae, we talk about nutrition, travel, fitness, and wellness. A lot of wellness, because the world needs it. We all need it. We all need each other. We all need to realize and understand that it is important to know these things. These are pivotal points. And once we're aware, once we have the knowledge, we can move forward and not suffer. And no one wants to suffer in life. We are here to enjoy it and make the best of it. That is what we are here for, to enjoy life and make the best of it, because it's so short. It's such a short amount of time that we're here. And just like that, I will see you in the next video. Make sure that you take care of yourself, you love your loved ones, and you love those that are still here with you. And remember that those have passed on. They are always with you in spirit. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. It's always peace, love, and light on this channel. Peace.